Hey y'all, happy Saturday. It is the weekend. We are here. Really quickly, if you've been following me all week, you understand that we are coming from the topic of setup at a dinner. And we are using the three perspectives that we see in life: culture or the world or secular, church, and kingdom. And we've been looking at Luke 14 as our basis. Thursday, I had given a reason as to why I had titled this lesson Set Up at a Dinner. I had said that, number one, the Pharisees were using any possible means to get at Jesus, even to catch him in a lie or something like that. And then the second reason was because Jesus knew this was a setup. He still was following purpose and went to the dinner. But there's a third reason. Which brings us to today's topic. The third reason for this title, Set Up at a Dinner, is because the setup was flipped and Jesus ended up setting everybody else up for a Bible study. All right, we're going to get into it. I'm not going to read all the verses, but I'm coming from Luke chapter 14. If you look at verses 7 through 11, that basically is the first parable talking about people choosing the high room, to the room of most esteem first, and not being told and beckoned to the room and things of that nature. Basically, don't boost yourself up. That was the basis of the parable. Don't boost yourself. From a church perspective, the boosting is almost inane. It's almost a part of us. Secular says, flex your stuff, show your thing, pop your collar, boom. From the church, I got a title, I got a this, you got to respect me, you better respect me. But from kingdom, we should live in humility and be beckoned to recognition. It has nothing to do with us. It's what's in us that boosts us. And then if you look at verses 12 through 14, I do believe it's the second parable that Jesus says. And that parable is 11 through 14. That parable was directed at the chief priest that invited him. And it was basically saying that when you call a dinner, don't call the muckety mucks, we like to say, the people of reputation to come to this dinner. Otherwise, they're going to expect you or have an expectation that you come to their dinner when they invite you. Or you're going to have an expectation that you're going to receive something from them because they have. Secular and church, culture and church says, I got clout because I got this person, that person, because I got names at my function. Kingdom says, who am I helping having these folk here? And Jesus even makes that point clear. You have no reason to not be a help when you have the ability to help. But then the third parable that Jesus brings forth, and this is basically all about kingdom, and that's 16 through 24 was the third parable. And that's basically about the Lord that held the great supper, and those he invited had all these excuses and things of that nature. And then he said to his servant, tell anybody, come to the wedding. And then the servants came back after they invited all these people, and he said, we still got room. And the Lord said, go out in the hedges and highways, come on, bid them come. I need this place full for the wedding. And the basis of the story is literally the foundation of our salvation. He came to the Jews and they didn't want, they had all these excuses. You ain't the Messiah. You ain't this, you ain't that, you ain't the third. So he came to us, the Gentiles, and opened up salvation to us. The unfortunate thing is about our time and season now is the Gentiles are doing exactly what the Jews did. I'm not sorry. Not going to apologize. We are rejecting Jesus by the foolishness of our pride, of our misrepresentation of his word, our misrepresentation of him. And so he's now going to the hedges and highways saying, I'll use whoever, I'll call whoever, if they acknowledge me as Lord, to come to my supper. Don't be an outsider looking in. That's it, and that's all. Just something to think about. Till the next. Happy weekend.